Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery. Got a great new series of products we wanted to tell you about today. This is a brand new offering from Black Eagle. This is the Revelation Target Arrow System. Great micro diameter arrow from Black Eagle. This is a 0.125 inner diameter arrow shaft. Obviously this is catering towards the outdoor 70-meter recurve, 50-meter compound competitions. That's who we're going for with this arrow. And it is a complete system. It's a 100% carbon shaft, parallel from end to end. As we mentioned, it's going to be good for both recurve and for compound. We've got spines from 300 to 800 spine, all the normal spines in there. So it's going to fit your recurve at the higher end, your compounds at the lower end. And they're going to be 32 inches uncut out of the box. It's got no components on it at all. They're going to come in a box of a dozen, and then each of the components are sold individually separately. So you pick out what weight collars you want, buy them, which points you want, and then your nock bushings. All these components are sold separately from the arrow shafts. These arrows are going to have a 1/1000th straightness tolerance. That's as tight as they can get with carbon these days. And it's going to be, the weight variation is going to be plus or minus 1 grain between the batch of arrows. So that's incredible weight tolerances there as well. And so what we're looking at here are because it's a 0.125 inner diameter and it is 100% carbon, Black Eagle went about designing their own components for that. So what we're looking at here is up front, you're going to see a series of brass barrels. These are weight collars. And what you see is an 80 grain, 60 grain, 40 grain, 20 grain weight collar. You're going to use those in conjunction with the points to get the overall front end weight of your arrow that you want. And what's great is it's meant to be adjustable. So these components here, these weight collars, you're not supposed to glue them in place. You just slide them over the top there. And here I have a 60 grain stainless steel point. This I would glue in place. And once it's glued in, it's going to hold the brass weight collar in place. So then if I want to change up, just heat the point, get that point out. Now I can take that off. That was an 80 grain. Let's say I wanted to go to 60 grain. Just pop that in, glue this back in place. Black Eagle does recommend that you use the blue cool melt glue for these components, just so they don't require as much heat to get them in place. Something else Black Eagle recommends is, obviously, because of the overfit of these components, and you can see how much it slides down, it basically, the shaft comes almost all the way to the end. So when you're cutting your arrows, you're measuring them and cutting them to fit your bow, make sure you leave some extra length so that this brass is not sitting on your arrow rest when you come to full draw. You want your rest to stop, to only be on the carbon when you come to full draw. Something that's cool about the Revelation components is Black Eagle has engraved into them exactly what you are looking at. So this brass weight collar here is for the 400 spine arrow, and it's the 80 grain collar. So you're going to see the 400 and the 80 both engraved in there, so you know that you have the right one. And you're going to see that with all their components. The nock bushings, these are for the 400 spine arrow, so there's a 400 in there. Just something so that you can keep your components straight if you have different spined arrows. So besides the stainless steel points, another option you're going to have is Black Eagle has the Revelation Tungsten Points. These are going to be break-off points from 100 to 120. There's 2 break-off sections, so you can get that point to fit whatever weight you need it. And that will work in conjunction with the brass collars as well. Now at the back end, Black Eagle has a patent pending over shaft pin bushing. You can see right there, and that slides over the top of the back of the shaft, and then your pin nock can go on there. Some of these pin bushings will fit snug and you won't have to glue them in place. Others are a little bit loose, so you might want to put some of that blue cool melt glue on there as well. And as you said, then your pin nock is going to fit on the back there. As I mentioned, what Black Eagle is intending for these is for them to be used for outdoor competition archery. The Revelation arrows were used this year by world champion James Lutz at the end of the season. Dan McCarthy was using them for a particular 3D shoot. And there will be some components available that you can use this as a hunting shaft if you want, so that you can use standard broadheads. Black Eagle has some components coming out for them as well. But its primary intended purpose is going to be those 70-meter, 50-meter outdoor target archery. That's where it's going to excel. Micro diameter, cuts through the wind, really nice. Just an all-around great carbon arrow from Black Eagle. We're glad to see them get into the micro diameter competition arrow scene. So that is the Black Eagle Revelation arrow and component system. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications when we put out new videos. And as always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.